conspired to kill Asmau and take the money. You will hold his legs tightly while I suffocate him with this pillow. As he laid there struggling for breath, he couldn't shout or fight back. Shortly after, he gave up the ghost. Little did they know that they had just killed their own son. In a small African village, a young boy named Asmau lived with his parents. His parents were both traders who suffered to make ends meet. They will buy yams, cassava, and other farm produce from farmers to resell in the market. Asmau, a 9-year-old boy, was denied complete primary education. Despite his parents being very hardworking, the money they made was never enough to feed, provide shelter, let alone send their son to school. They barely eat 3 square meals a day, and Asmau kept getting slim as the days go by. He was withdrawn from school at the age of 10, when they could not afford the little money for books and his fees. Ever since then, he never went back to school. Asmau will watch his peers go to school with sadness in his heart. He wished he could also continue his education, but there was no money. He then will hawk when his age mates are in school, all for money to feed. They continued like this for a long while. Sometimes, they will end up eating whatever they took to the market to sell due to low sales. Years passed, and their suffering increased. It worsened that sometimes, Asmau's parents will have to beg the neighbors for food to eat. His desire for a better life made him sit to think and plan an escape to the city. One day, he thought of the way out and breakthrough for his family. He has always heard of people talking about the city, but he has never been there. People often say that life is better in the city. He felt he could start some menial jobs that will fetch him good money in the city and improve his family's situation. However, he was still very young, just 10 years old. How will he find his way to the city? How will he gather money to go, and where will he stay after arriving in the city? All these questions kept ravaging his heart. He wasn't sure of what to do. Finally, he decided to do something. He will save the little money his mother gave him to eat every afternoon. As little as it was, he saved it up till he gathered enough. He was going to go to the city without telling his parents. They will be scared if he told them. He was young, and they won't allow him go to a strange land where they know nobody. One day, very early in the morning, he bravely set out on his journey. He had already packed some of his clothes the day before, without his parents' notice. He wrote a little piece of letter and dropped it on the table, indicating his whereabouts, just so his parents won't worry too much. That morning, he sneaked out of the house, gently opening the door in order for his parents not to notice. As he left, he walked hastily to the park, boarded a bus going to the city. He dropped at 3 different parks before finally arriving in the city. Each bus driving up to an hour. As at the time he was to board his last bus, he didn't have much money with him again. When he reached the city, he felt at ease and at the same time stranded. What will he do from here? How and where will he sleep at night? He began to ask himself. Back at the village, Mama Asmau and Papa Asmau had read the letter that their son left behind. They began to worry and wonder why their little son will do such a thing without informing them. Though sad, they prayed and hoped that their son will be safe. The day shone bright, and many people started going to their working place. Just like the village, the city people also wake up early to work. Asmau sighted a restaurant in the city. He walked up to the people there, and as he tried to talk with one of the workers, she cut him short.
"Wetin you want, oh boy?"
she asked. The lady had thought he wanted to buy something, but then he moved close to the lady, told her he is not buying anything. "I'm hungry, but I have no money," he said. The lady laughed out loudly that other workers could hear her.
"You don't lost money where your mama give you, abi?"
She snapped jokingly. "I haven't lost the money, I just don't have any money to eat," Asmau replied. The lady looked at him with pity and then brought a heap of rice, stew, and egg for him.
"I go pay with my money. Oya, begin chop,"
she said. Asmau was very happy. She thanked the lady and hurriedly started eating, as though he had been starving for years. When he finished eating, he asked the lady where to wash the plate, but she asked him to drop the plate and go home. Asmau dropped the plate, thanked her once again, and left. He stayed at one side of the restaurant. waiting patiently for what might happen to him next. He doesn't know where to go from there. After sitting by the restaurant since he ate, night came and the restaurant was closing for the day. As he saw the lady who gave her food going home, he rushed to her and held her hand. "Help me!" he cried out. The lady looked at her in shock.
Shoo! No be you I give food for afternoon.
She asked, "I am the one coming from the village. I have no one here. I have nowhere to go. Help me." The lady heaved a great sigh. She knows how difficult it is helping strangers, let alone kids. However, she still felt the need to help the boy. She asked if he won't mind sleeping in her house, at least for the night, then in the morning. They will know what to do. Asmao shouted yes, with a big smile on his face. The lady, Chiamaka, lived close to the restaurant. She lives alone. Her family resides in the east, and she works at the restaurant to fend for herself. That night, they both shared the food which was initially meant for Chiamaka. She watched Asmao go to sleep while she stood with worry all over her face. She has just helped a boy she didn't know from anywhere. What if something happens to him overnight? How will she explain to the world? She couldn't find an answer. After what seemed like a battle of unanswered questions, she decided to sleep as well, hoping that her nice gesture won't land her in trouble. The second day brought a renewed hope for Asmao. In the morning, Chiamaka called Asmao and asked of everything about him,